This is Doodle World, an offspring of Pokemon Brick Bronze, which was one of the first Pokemon games on Roblox that grew massively during 2017 to 2018 before it got deleted due to copyright in 2019, so rest in peace Pokemon Brick Bronze. However, Doodle World doesn't infringe upon any Nintendo intellectual property. Once you start the game, you're at Sketch Val. It's time to get your first Doodle, head to the Doodle Lab in a town. And the Doodle Lab is this area over here. Starters you can pick from are Pupsky, Viper, Tabo, and Scrappy. Pupsky's an ice type, Viper's a fire type, Tabo's a spark type, and Scrappy is an earth type. I would recommend choosing the one you like the best because they all have different types down here and it is displayed here. So this one is balanced, so it's going to have a lot of different attacks. This one, well, I went for because it's the cutest one. I think Viper is a bulky mage, Spark is a very speedy character, so they're going to have really fast type moves, so they might always move first. And Scrappy is just bulky attacker, so they're going to do a lot of damage and probably have a lot of health. So I'm going to pick Tabo. From the get-go, you'd have to take on Quincy, who does become your friend later on in the storyline. And this also tells you the 4 types of stuff you can do. So there's obviously run. So when you go against a battler or a wild doodle, you can always escape. But when it comes to wild battlers, you can forfeit the battle, but you will lose money. There's also a bag, which will have capsules, medicine, items like roulette tickets, held items, which your doodle can hold, scrolls, which can be types and moves that the doodle can learn. So for example, Psycho Force, which could be applied to hat tricks, for example, and it will replace another move with that move. That's basically how it works. And you also got key items, which is a bunch of random stuff. Then you also got switch, which is switching between your 6 doodles. The fire option will come up with 4 different types of attacks. At the moment I've only got 2 because I'm level 5, but when I get stronger that'll be easier. So Squeak will be one what just lowers their attack, and Swipe will do actual damage. After winning your first battle, you should level up a little bit, and this is how they level up. So when you level up, you gain extra health, attack, defense, magic attack, magic defense, and speed. When you win battles, you'll also actually earn money from winning battles. Doodle World has a ton of UI. So basically, firstly, you have the daily free gifts. So if you play the game for 2 hours, you'll get a gold gift. After 40 gifts collected, so these 2, you will have a chance. You'll be guaranteed an exclusive skin, which is the ones showed here. My favorite is Spellblade, which is this one right here. And you can also claim it by just doing that, and it should go away. It always appears when you have done the time. Next, you have the battle passes, which you can complete. We've already completed the first one by logging in. There's a bunch of missions. These seasons go on for a little while, so you can do a bunch of daily quests, weekly quests, and seasonal quests as well. This is a Pokedex of Doodle World. This is a Doodlepedia. So when you encounter a doodle, it will also appear on here. But if you want to be able to print them in the future, which we'll be talking about later on, you'd have to complete all of its tasks. For example, for hat tricks right here, you need to complete all of these to be able to print this one. Since it's only got one evolution, you need to do that one. But for Tabo, you need to complete this one, the next evolve stage, and then the final stage as well. Okay, next you got your pie, which is quite self-explanatory. You have your pie, then you have stats. So you got info. This is all info. This button will post it into the chat to show everyone else what you got. And then you got your rename button. You got also got the gender up here. You got the spark at the type moves here. You got the tints, which we'll go on about later on, size, level captured, name, and date met. It's also trade locked. This means you cannot trade it away. You'll have to pay 40 Robux for a trade unlocker key to unlock it. On stats, you have the trait down here. This sometimes can be a hidden trait, which will be a lot better than the normal trait here. So this will all party members are cured of paralysis when their doodle is sent out into battle. These are all the stats. Moves, this is just the moves you've got. Equipment is something we'll go on about later, and customize is something else as well. So the name color can be yellow, skin if you got a bunch of skins, capsule can be any capsule, and if a box is something else as well. We talked about the backpack, which is the one about the bag. We got customizers, just customizing your profile. So like just all this, the victory animations could be a wave instead. Next, we've got the profile, which is this one. So this is where you can display all your doodles. So let's say we want to display Tabble. There we go. It also has a bunch of achievements. And we've got 300 gems and 1 sticker from just doing that. So these are a bunch of achievements you can do. You can gain achievements. Like this is a sticker. You can gain gems as well. And you can display the stickers down here when you get them. I don't know why. The game's a little bit buggy right now. Next, you've got social, so you can battle anyone, PvP in them. You can also send trades, and you can look at their passport here. That's not the ideal method, though, for checking people's passports, because it's easier to check them up here. So this is my profile, this is my main one, and this is where you can check. You can get this background by completing some AP quests. So on here's an AP shop. When you get 40 AP, you can buy stuff. There's just a bunch of different stuff you can buy. These are unique doodles, which are very rare and have a serial number. Next, you have a special shop. So you got UGC items, buy gems, boosters, and game passes. Boosters are basically stuff. So let's say we got the misprint chance, you get twice the chance of getting a misprint. Then you got the market. So this is constantly rotating. So every few hours you get new stuff. It's new skins, etc, all over the place. And then you also got the roulette wheel. So when you do this, you can just spin and spin until you get something you like, and then you can use one of these. So let's say, oh, I want this one. So I'm gonna spin, I'm gonna gamble, and I see if I get it. I didn't get it. I got a riff rat, which is level 5. That's completely fine though. Lastly, you got settings, which is just a bunch of setting options. And that's it. Okay, switching over to our main profile now. So obviously when you go from sketch file, you can also get a mount. The code will be below me or in center right here. This is the first area, sketch file. This will be a place where it teaches you how to play the game. So you encounter your first doodle here. There'll be a chance to either attack it. So you can do the attacks here, or go to your bag and capsules. So these capsules are basically the Pokemon balls of Doodle World, and each one has a different effect. So basic is basic, striped is something like a little bit better than that, polka dot is slightly better. This will heal your doodles, this will increase friendship, this will be for heavier doodles. This is just a better chance than strike cast, so I think it's the same as polka dot. Chain is, so if you're chaining a doodle, so let me show you an example. So let's say I'm going to go and try and chain this. So the more chain you have, the higher chance you have of getting a misprint, a hidden trait, which I'll tell you about now after this battle. So my biggest example is my hat tricks I have here. So this has a tint of pride. You can currently buy this in the month of June, so make sure you do buy that. As a hidden trait here, which is the best trait you can have on a doodle. You also have the misprint. This will have it changed color a little bit differently to the other ones. This is also the skins, so you've got a bunch of skins in here. I've got all the others listed on my profile. You also change the capsule like this, so if you pick this one, it will use that one up, but I think it removes that one. Also, this is the held item, which is called a rune stone. This is basically the mega stone of Doodle World. So let me show you an example of it. So let's say this doodle is really strong and I need to improve my doodle's attack and performance. So you click on this and then fireball. You see they're reacting to their runestone. They're going to evolve into their awakened form. And fireball against Bunsweet, and perfect, we're taking them out. So that's the best way you can do it. As well as that, on the screen now, you should see a chain. This is what you do. So since we have a chain of 2, the misprint chance is at 0.03. So the more you get, the higher the chance it is. The skin chance is 0.1%. Hidden chance, hidden trait chance is 0.5. Prestige unlocked, no, not yet, and change your rating is all these numbers. These are the trainers of the area. So basically you walk past these, they will battle you, and over here is the doctor. So let's say my doodles running low on health, you want to heal them, click them, and all your doodles are healed. Next area is Route 2. Yet again, do your doctor. I forgot to mention this earlier, and I'm sorry about that. There's a golden chest at the sketch file place. It's just right next to the sign. Walk up to it and it should open. There's also, and later on in the game, thing called data chips. These are things that you should collect as well, because it has it can benefit you in the future, because it helps you collect mythic type doodles. Here you go. So this is the golden gift. I got use crayons for that. Used crayons are quite a good held item since each turn they gain like 10 health back, which is quite decent to be fair. This is the last place I'll be taking you to before going further up, since all the rest are just routes, same as the other ones. So firstly, we have the center here. So this is a place where you go to get healed. You go to your Pokedex, like Doodlepedia thing over here, but first, this is the shopkeeper. You can buy anything here, from Robux, gems, and etc. So, say you want to buy another capsule, you buy it like this, purchase, and it should be added to your inventory, simple enough. They also all have a definition, so you don't know what duct tape does, it tells you here. 150 health, a level up cube, what does that do? The doodle levels up, so 10 will do the exact same thing, but with 10, this is where you go to heal up. So I heal your doodles, yes please, thank you so much. Lastly, this is actually something quite new. So this is buy equipment. So I don't know how often this changes. I don't know if it does change or it's just the exact same. I think it does change actually, yeah. These are all different from yesterday. So let's buy 3. It'll pick me 10. 3 at the chance of 10% each. Let's open the equipment case actually as well, because it's in here as well. Open equipment case. This is all the equipment you can wear. So let's say I want to wear this. I'll put it on Snell. This is not one of my doodles, by the way. And it should be put on them. So let's check. So on equipment, yes. So this will just benefit them. So this is one of the best ones, the dark brooch. I don't know how you pronounce it. It just benefits them, so let's clear that. And this is finally the doodle storage. This is where you can put all your doodles, all your stuff. So I've just got a bunch of random stuff in here. And I even got a profile picture of me on here. Oh god. So at the moment, this is my team. So we've got Hatrix, we've got Toxic, we got Kronos, Infernos, Enervo, and Snell. So Snell will be replaced in the future. Who buy actually? Oh right, I just remembered. So yeah, this is another skin, and this is trade lock, so I need to buy that to take the skin off to put it on my other one. So the reason I actually haven't got my other doodle at the moment is because I'm printing it. This is something you get later on in the game. This is Subway, by the way. I forgot to mention that. You can just go to everywhere you've seen. This is the social park. You come into trade, buy stuff. I won't go over that. Battle arena as well, won't go over that. There's a place to go to PvP people. There's a lot of stuff to buy as well. Same with here. But let's go to Doodle printing facility. This only will appear when you go to the place in the game. So you're not going to have this straight away. So don't get upset if you don't have it. You need to go further in the game to get to the stage. By the way, before we continue this video, make sure you like and subscribe. This is taking me a long time to edit. So this is the printing facility. So you wouldn't come out there. You come out of here. And this is where you put your doodles. So let's say I put in Missouri. So you put them in, and over time, I think it's like 1 to 3 minutes you can get a ticket, and you collect it like this, and voila. So over here though is where you print the doodles. So when you get a ticket, you can print. So let's say I want to print a female, a 6-star, a routine, and big Hatrix with a tin of green. So tin is just nothing. It's just to make it look cooler in it. It's just like give it a theme or a color. You can get multi-tints as well, which are very, very rare. However, they do not affect your doodles attack. However, what does change their stars. So the max stars you can get at the moment is 6, and that is the best you can have. I do recommend getting 6 on every single one. But if the max you can get is 5, because you can't print them, like Infernus at the moment, then go ahead, get 5. If you're going with size, does it matter? Traits do matter because they do decipher how you want to play. Because Enervo at the moment has 2 different traits. Let me show you actually. So they got Crystalline and Chemical Explosion. Chemical Explosion will make them explode when they die. And Crystalline will put a wall up at the start, which is the one I was supposed to get. So over time, you do get tickets from here, and this is where you can print them over here. And then lastly, the last place I want to go and show you is the Runic Island. This is another place where you won't have it at the start of the game. You need to go here first to unlock it. You also need to do a quest to unlock this one. I don't think I'm going to go over because it's just a help center request, and there's a lot of videos online by other YouTubers and me as well who have done like videos dedicated to like beating Jack or helping someone out find a doodle or something. So this is the area. So this is another one of the things what you can use to heal. These are located all over the world. Doodle World is a storage box, and then here we go. So every 12 hours you can get a a free voucher. Stone Merchant is where you use your 2 ancient coins where you get from completing a runic run to upgrade your next run. For example, I want to upgrade the size chance to 2%. You can spend 2. I'm saving them up right now for a high chance of getting a misprint. The gem exchange is the same one, so 400 gems for 5 ancient coins. I don't want to do that. Runestone is basically spend gems to get a runestone. I don't want to do that either. Island shop as well. So this is just voucher and a catcher. So the vouchers are the things you do for the runic runs. I'm not going to go on that yet because I don't want to spend like 30 minutes in there because I'm lazy in it. But yeah, so this is another subway over here, so if you want to take that, then yeah. So this is the ultimate guide to how to play Doodle World. So hopefully you enjoyed that, but before you go, I do want to tell you something. So if you're wondering, how do I get a good doodle, maybe like can you give me something for free, like a question like that? So I will tell you right now, I am giving a lot of stuff away. I have 20 doodles to give away to viewers. However, you must like and subscribe, okay? So you have to like and subscribe to be entered in the giveaway. I'll be giving away like probably 10 in the next couple of days because I have to do this very, very soon because the time's running out. Otherwise, I would just be giving it away to random people on the server, and it probably won't be you. So that means you have to subscribe. Make sure you comment your username as well, by the way, and send me a friend request. My username is odev on Roblox, like this, odev with an underscore like that, or dash, I don't know which one that is. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Actually, I'm going to show you really before we go. I want to show you what doodles I'm giving away. So this is the giveaway box. So these are the ones I got to give away. Let me organize it. So I did do a giveaway at the start, and we only have 1 misprint left, but we got a bunch and a bunch of non-misprint ones to give away. These have different stats. So oh yeah, I forgot to mention one item actually, which we could go over quickly. So this is a stat candy. It should be in your items. You can buy this from the shopkeeper. You use it, and Endervol. Wait, Kronos, what's your stats? Oh, you got good stats. Endervol, what's your stats? Right, let me do this and try and get speed. So I want to try and get speed. There you go, +5 speed, perfect. So you can constantly randomize that with your stat candies. High chance of getting something negative. However, you can always get something. Try and get something good. So hopefully that's everything you wanted to know about Doodle World. If there's any questions you have about this game, let me know in the comments. If you want to join me in game playing Doodle World, make sure you follow my Roblox account because I'm only letting people who follow me play with me, okay? I don't know, but it's just to stop people from joining me randomly. Yeah, you actually have to follow me. Thank you. If you learned anything new from today, then make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.